Hey guys, it's Anthony of the Rad Company, and in today's FAQ, we're talking brushes. So we're answering your brush questions and more in today's FAQ video. All right guys, so in front of me, I have a variety of different brushes for a variety of different detailing uses, but which one is right for you, or which one do you need? So we're gonna be starting off from biggest to smallest and working our way down here. So we're gonna be starting off with this guy right here. A fantastic weapon and a great detailing tool. I'm kidding, do not use this thing as a weapon. We're not liable for that. But this right here is going to be our extra long handle wheel and body brush. This thing literally exists. Look at the size of this freaking thing right here. Look at, this thing is massive. Anyway, getting back on track here. So this right here is one of our favorite wheel cleaning brushes. Now the reason we like this is for trucks, right? For wheels that we just really want to get cleaned and we're not getting super meticulous about it, this just does the job. It's able to get into intricate areas, has extremely soft bristles on it, so we know it's not gonna scratch. It's flag tip nylon for anybody curious about that. But what's awesome, it's great for wheels. It will lightly agitate tires, but ultimately this thing works killer for cleaning fender wells. So whether you're working on a truck or an SUV, after you hit the face of that wheel, dip it back in that bucket, knock out those fender wells, and move on to the next thing. So this guy right here, extremely useful, and we didn't realize how useful it was until we actually started carrying it. It's awesome. Don't use it as a weapon. You're gonna love it. Next up, we have the short handle, ultra soft wheel and body brush. Now, just because it's little doesn't mean it's not gonna do a good job, guys. It has nothing to do with it. I mean, even though in comparison, this is, it still works. It still does a fantastic job. So this is going to be for the same exact use as this guy right here, except you're going to be on your hands and knees, unfortunately, when you're cleaning wheels, unless you have really long arms. Now, we've had this for years. It was actually one of the first brushes that we ever brought onto the Rad Company, whether it's cleaning front grills, like the honeycomb section of a grill, or cleaning grills and removing bugs and stuff like that. It's fantastic. It's not going to scratch, but it's just an all-around great brush for cleaning wheels and fender wells, like we mentioned with the longer one. This one's going to have a little bit of a harder time getting in there, but for the face of a wheel, this is hands down one of the safest and nicest brushes that we have ever used. And one of the coolest parts about this particular line of brushes is it all has a rubber stopper on it. So I hate it when you're cleaning a wheel and you hear that clank from the brush. That doesn't happen with this brush because it has that rubber stopper on there, as well as these other two brushes here. So overall, fantastic brush, a needed thing in your lineup if you don't have a wheel brush at all whatsoever. And while we're on the topic of wheels, let's talk tires. So can you use these flag tip nylon brushes for tires? Yes, you can, but it's only going to lightly agitate them. When you want a tire dressing to stick, you need to scrub the crap out of those tires. I'm serious. Scrub that until no more brown comes out. That sounds so bad, but that's really the truth, guys. You want those tires to bloom. You want to get all of that brown, old dressing, that dirt, whatever comes off on that road, you want those off the tires because you want your dressing to stick. And that's where this guy comes in. This right here is hands down my favorite tire brush I have ever used in my entire life. And I'm not just saying that because we sell it. It really is that great. Mainly for the fact that these bristles right here, they're stiff, but they're not too stiff. So they're able to contour to certain tires. So if you have mud tires on your truck and you have a hard time getting in there, don't worry about it because this will do that job. This is able to scrub extremely well. And if you happen to hit your wheel, it's not the end of the world. It's not going to scratch. So this right here, it's gonna clean those tires. It's really gonna scrub them good. My favorite combination with this brush is going to be Brake Buster. I love that as a tire cleaner. It works fantastic. When I use it with this brush, it builds a wicked lather and gets all of that brown out. And like these other wheel and body brushes here, it has the rubber stopper. So if you have a very close fender to tire gap, and if this happens to hit your fender, it's not gonna scratch, it's not gonna chip the paint. So this right here, hands down, one of my favorites. So let's talk about this brush right here. While it may look similar to the tire brush, this one is entirely different. The tire brush is actually gonna have softer bristles than that of the white brush, and that is because this one is for interior use. We love this for carpets. This is one of our favorite carpet scrubbing brushes. You can use this on some cloth seats, but you can mainly use it on carpet and floor mats, and it does a killer job. I've used this brush for so many different jobs, and it has always came through. I use my favorite interior cleaner, or favorite carpet cleaner, and it does a killer job. It builds a really good lather, removes the stains, and basically pulls things out that other brushes can't. And so, along with that, rubber stopper. So if you happen to hit your plastics, you're in good shape. So moving down the line here, we have the Horsehair Brush. Don't say it too fast, otherwise it's gonna sound bad, but this right here is going to be for more interior use. We like to use this on harder plastics, specifically door panels and leather seats. Now with the Horsehair, it is an extremely soft bristle brush, meaning that you probably wouldn't use this on carpet, you probably wouldn't use this on other fabric upholstery because it's gonna have too much grab and you're not gonna be able to scrub as much as you would like. So typically we'll use this on harder surfaces, so we'll use this on interior door panels, we'll use this on leather, and then for exterior, we will use this for fabric convertible tops. Because the fabric convertible tops have such a low pile, this actually glides exceptionally well and cleans with the use of your favorite convertible top cleaner, such as rag top if you choose to use that. Now this guy right here is a brush with our logo on it, so you know it's gotta be good, right? Okay, so basically this is the TRC ColorLock collaboration brush. We increased the size of their original ColorLock brush by how much percent? It's like 30%. We'll say about 30%. It is about 30% bigger. Now this brush right here comes from Germany itself, so if I can say it like that. So this right here is part of the ColorLock line, meaning that it's meant for use with ColorLock products. But what if you don't have ColorLock products and you just have the brush? You can still use this with your favorite interior cleaner or leather cleaner. My personal favorite use for this brush is going to be on brushing Alcantara. This is one of the many uses of this brush that I actually think works extremely well. Alcantara can really nap up and really look bad and really collect a lot of oils and become matted down. With use of my favorite Alcantara cleaner, the ColorLock Alcantara cleaner, this is actually going to be able to clear out that fiber without damaging the fiber, and that's huge for me. I wouldn't use this brush on Alcantara, I would use this brush. So the ColorLock brush, you can also use it on plastics if you would like, you can use it on seat belts, you can use this on other type of fabrics, but this brush is kind of like that good happy medium between this and this in terms of stiffness. All right, so now we're down to the little guys, but does that make them less great because they are smaller? No, not at all. Get that out of your head, guys. This is a Detail Factory brush right here. If you've heard of Detail Factory, congratulations, you've heard of a fantastic detailing brush brand. Now, this particular one right here is going to be the Boar's Hair Brush. This is going to be a stiffer bristle brush for interior use as well as exterior use for emblems and things like that. Now, my favorite use for this is going to be general interior cleaning with my favorite interior cleaner. I simply spray, let's say, Express into the brush, load it up, spray Express onto that panel, begin working it in. I'm able to build a really good lather with the Boar's Hair Brush specifically. And so it's got plenty of agitation, it's got plenty of cleaning ability. It's just an all-around fantastic interior brush. Now this guy right here has a special place in my heart. This is actually where I fell in love with Detail Factory brushes. Their ultra soft bristle brush, AKA the detailing makeup brush of makeup brushes. This is designed for use with detailing chemicals, unlike makeup brushes, meaning the adhesive in here is better, the bristles are able to withstand cleaners and things like that, but this has to be the softest detailing brush that I've ever felt. Exterior and interior use, this is going to be my go-to for emblems, right? It doesn't have the scrubbing ability that the Boar's Hair has, but it is ultimately the safer option. I have never seen a swirl caused by this brush, quite literally, ever. So door jams, emblems, exterior trim cleaning, anything like that, this is absolutely a go-to. And for interiors, this thing is so soft that it won't damage piano black trim, and that itself is like an award-winning brush. This thing really is awesome. So one of my favorite brushes in the Detail Factory line. Now next to that is going to be the Black Boar's Bristle Brush. So this one right here is a TRC Special Edition, like these other two, but this one was designed for use with wheel cleaning. We always wanted something that was gonna be more for intricate wheels, because sometimes these aren't able to hit every single little corner, whereas this thing can. So for wheel cleaning, it's fantastic. I like that it's black, I like that it doesn't show dirt, keeps it looking fresher for longer. So a little bit of brake buster in this, I can hit all the corners and edges of my wheels, as well as my lug nuts, and it cleans them up perfectly. Lastly, we got some Detail Factory mini brushes. Yes, mini brushes. These are literally child-sized brushes for a very specific use. Now, I like these for when I'm cleaning out vents. sometimes these larger brushes can't get into the vents as much as I would like. There's panel gaps in between the interiors that are really hard to get into, and these just do the job. So the boar's hair version of this is going to be extremely, I would say dense, right? It's actually going to be more stiff than you would think it would be. It's stiffer on here than it is on here, so it actually provides more cleaning ability, more scrubbing ability, whereas the ultra soft bristle brush is going to be just as soft as the original here. So whatever you're using these on the interiors, there's plenty of gaps on an interior that collects dust that you're unable to get into with a larger brush, and that's where these come into play. We have plenty of people that have bought these brushes and said that they're a godsend because these got into areas that other brushes couldn't, which made them very valuable. Now, for the very observant people out there and the people that know everything the rag company carries, you're probably wondering, what about the VLB brush? What about the interior scrub mitt? Where do those come in hand? And those are fantastic products as well. The VLB brush is hands down one of our favorite leather cleaning tools and plastic cleaning tools there is. We just didn't have it out here on the table today. Another great thing is going to be the interior scrub mitt. The interior scrub mitt can quite literally be used on everything interior, whether it's leather, whether it's plastic, and it's also just a fantastic tool, but I put that more in the microfiber scrubbing mitt category. So all in all, guys, these are the brushes that we currently sell here at the Rag Company, the brushes that we utilize on a daily basis. These are hands down all handpicked by me and Levi because we feel that these are some of the best in the industry. So hopefully that answers your question on brushes and hopefully gives you some purpose behind these brushes as well. So as always, if you guys like this video, make sure you give us a big thumbs up, subscribe down below for more, and stay tuned for more videos right here at the Rag Company FAQ channel.